Just several questions that have recent him most time, and one of the questions is African or most other person appreciated in the Chinese environment. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment into this episode. Let's dive into a Chinese great family. Yes, African lady who got married to a Chinese husband, presently based in China. The story of this great family, should I say the page of this great family has opened, is an eyes opener to, make us to understand that not only a particular religion that is being accepted in the Chinese environment, but also in the Chinese environment, there are also a state or a place or religion which is existing, or which we've not been bringing to you attention. In this particular episode, we have here Ashiye from, Tanzania. She's a Tanzanian lady, an African lady who got married to a Chinese husband. And guess what? In today's package, we're talking about the Chinese Muslim or the Muslim Chinese individual in the Chinese environment. Or before then, most persons who like, why is she dressed in this manner? Why had they covering their head? Or why had they doing things in this kind of manner? Is she not supposed to leave her hair freely? Like in our recent video where we have several African ladies who, don't tie their hair, who don't expose their hair, who exposes their hair, do different kind of hairstyles. So why is she, in doing that, covering her hair in this kind of manner? Well, this is another package, and I think it's the culture, the religion demands that they should cover their hair even at home. Here is that it's only their husband that is entitled to see their hair. Wow. You find out that the dressing is different and the way of interactions and doing things is much far differ, like in the case of others. Well, you can find out again that the stability of characteristics of Chinese grandmama is often the same, because this is the culture and tradition of the Chinese people, and mostly when it comes to marrying or intermarriage, they are always in full assistance. If you check in our recent video, you realize that most of our Chinese grandmama and also our Chinese grandpapa are always in full ground helping African ladies, mostly in the house chores, in assisting in doing one thing or the other, to heat, setting up the work and setting up the family should I say activities for that particular day. When I say he's another, should I say, African lady who got married to a Chinese husband, a Chinese Muslim, yes, family. She got married to a Chinese Muslim family, where it has been so much smooth with her because she's gradually understanding the Chinese language, and that made it more easier for her to communicate with her Chinese grandmama and also with her husband and also with others in that environment. It doesn't seem so strange to her being in that environment. She has adapted so fastly, and I think she appreciates the environment in which she found herself, and that's made her to adhere more fastly. Some persons find it more difficult to learn how to adhere to new language or to adapt to new language or new system or new environment, while some other person is more firmer, more easier for them to adapt easily to a certain environment. Some persons, if you put them in an environment, a new environment, let me say for just a week, they will start learning the language and learning everything. Yes, the rules and regulations, how they operate, just for one training they catch up more easily, while some other persons will take take years for them to adhere to that environmental structure. In the case of Sase, is much more far different. She's humble, she's calm, and then being the culture, the Chinese Muslim, their culture and tradition has made it more easier for her to adapt, and I think she's living the best of a life over there in the Chinese environment. Yes, we have a little bit question coming in, but mind you, today is not a question and answer episode. I think we are going to do more from question and answer episode. Today we're just telling you about the Chinese Muslim which exists in the Chinese environment, which is the case of Ashiye and her husband in the Chinese environment. Okay, if you're checking our recent video, we have other African lady too who got married to Chinese husband over there. Alright, just as we are wrapping up today's episode, and I hope you enlighten on today's package. Please do stay tuned and stay blessed, and always remember, lovelies, stay cool for now. Bye for now.